Hey everyone, I'm Ivana with AL.com, and today we're just going to tell you about the good news that's happened in Alabama this week, because you can never have too much of that. So let's get started. South Carolina barbecue pitmaster Rodney Scott, who just last week won the James Beard Award Foundation for Best Chef in the Southeast, has partnered with Birmingham restaurateur Nick Pahakis to open a new restaurant in Birmingham's 5 Point South. Scott is the first African American to win the Southeast Chef Award and only the second barbecue chef to win the award from the James Beard Foundation. He will be in good company in Birmingham, where he will join Highlands Bar Grill, who last week took home 2 awards from the James Beard Foundation. Scott's new Birmingham restaurant will be in the downtown area, but Pahakis said he cannot disclose the exact location because the lease has not been finalized. Now, the menu will include some of Scott's signature items with his vinegar-based sauce, including barbecue, ribs, and even chicken, along with sides like collard greens, baked beans, and of course, banana pudding for dessert. Rodney Scott's Barbecue should open about 6 months after construction, putting the opening date at later this year or early 2019. You don't have to be a literary scholar to stay in the apartment upstairs from where F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Fitzgerald lived in Montgomery, Alabama. The couple lived there from 1931 to 1932, and if you go on Airbnb, you can rent the apartment for just $150 a night. According to Airbnb, there's nothing else quite like it, and it's also the only location on the Southern Literary Trail that is open for overnight stays. The house dates back to 1910 and is furnished in a traditional 20th century style. The house has 2 bedrooms, a working kitchen, and Wi-Fi, and is located in the city's Old Cloverdale district on a quiet street. Although the Fitzgeralds didn't live there for long, Montgomery was important in both of their lives. Zelda was from Montgomery, and she met Scott there in 1918 at a country club. And Scott was stationed at a nearby military base. While they lived in Montgomery, Scott worked on Tender is the Night, and Zelda wrote Save Me the Waltz. It was the last place that the couple lived with their daughter Scotty, who turned 10 years old there and was later sent to boarding school. Vestavia Hills native Kenneth Spivey helps make props for superhero movies such as the mega hit Avengers Infinity War, for which he worked on the supervillain Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet and Captain America's New Shield. Kenneth is a 31-year-old Vestavia Hills High School graduate, and he still lives in Vestavia, where he does a little bit of prop making at his home. However, most of his prop work for the films takes place in an undisclosed location in Georgia near Pinewood Studios. In addition to wrapping up his work on the 4th Avengers installment, Kenneth is working on some new Marvel films that he says he's not at liberty to discuss right now. Kenneth said he became interested with props at an early age after seeing the 1991 Peter Pan movie, Hook. Growing up, he said he was obsessed with the video game The Legend of Zelda, and it started his interest in swords. In high school, one of Kenneth's teachers suggested that he get involved with Sloss Furnace's metallurgy program. He followed his teacher's advice, and after the program, he gained a whole new set of skills. He later studied sculpture at Savannah College of Art and Design's Atlanta campus. A few years ago, Kenneth received a call from a SCAD official that Russell Bobbitt, a Marvel prop master, was coming over from the Pinewood Studios to visit. The 2 men met there, and Kenneth was basically hired on the spot. Kenneth says that his favorite Marvel Universe characters are Doctor Strange and, of course, Thanos. Alright, that's it for this week. Please let us know in the comments below what you think of the good news this week, and we will see you next time.